Takeda. Scorpion. Cyrax. Sector. Cyrax. The Gateway.
When Kenshi first brought me to you,
Best not to stir up bad memories.
Round one, fight.
bad day, huh?
Round 2. Fight!
This is done.
Brutality. Takeda wins. Round 1. Fight.
Remember. The name Takahashi.
Round 2. Fight. Finish him! Fatality. Takeda wins. Round 1. Fight!
protect this timeline.
Round 2. Fight! Finish him. Liu Kang wins. Round 1. Fight.
Bad day, huh?
Round 2. Fight.
I had hoped for better.
Final round. Fight. Finish him.
I don't interact with a lot of people that is being abducted by aliens and telling me that they're being abducted by aliens.
You could benefit from the Shaolin's wisdom.
I have all the training I need.
Round 1. Fight.
Bad day, huh?
Final round. Fight.
GG's. I mean, you ran most of the match, but GG's.
Takeda wins.
I'm slow, so no, I'm slow. Hold on. No, I'm here. All right. Nah, so like I was looking at this shit and like I wanted to like to do the whole have them build it for myself, build it for me type thing because it's easier. But at the same time, I won't understand it the way I need to understand it. You know? Yeah, yeah. Well, I know. I've seen. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, no. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I'm no good with none of that shit. But I gotta learn that shit though. You know, I used to be okay with it because when I was messing with my father's friend Chris Lloyd, because he built PCs back in the day. That's well, well, you know, I don't. You know, I'm just yeah. That's all. That's all I want. But then I don't want to. I don't want to pay for some good shit like that and then take it off, take it apart, and then fuck it up. That's true too. Yeah. Yeah. But you learned though. You learned from that mistake. Oh, but I gotta get a case though. My thing is I gotta get a case big enough to add stuff into it that when I once I get familiarized with it that I could. Well, I'm like yeah, exactly. I know. I know. I know. That's what I'm trying. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying to you. Like I know a lot of big streamer dudes that have like decent PCs, but there's a lot of people out there that have better ones that are not as big as them, but know more. Instead of having people do it for them. No, no, I'm not. I'm not talking about like get a nice fly ass casing. I just want a nice casing that has a lot of Well, well, I'm saying though, what if I want to have more? What if I want to add more fans or like more? Yeah, the most I'm trying to spend, the most that I'm willing to spend on a PC is at least 3,500. I'm not willing to go far, and that's on just initially. That's not after or none of that. That's just initially. Give me a PC, boom. That's all I'm willing to spend. After that, but yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, yo, tell me how tell me how Indeed hit me up, right? Like, oh yeah, we got a packer position job for you, 18 an hour, da 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 da. I'm like in Scotia, I'm like, that wouldn't happen to be SQP, right? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, that's my last job. I was a material handler there for third shift. I can't go back there. I don't want to go back there. Fuck them. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. Da 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 da. I'm like, besides, I'm busy. I can't. 25. I know they. I know they are, but I don't have no mechanical engineer experience. I do. A li- I know niggas. No, I know because niggas be lying about shit like that. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. So it's funny because like the dude at my last job, who he was a material handler, and he applied for the maintenance position, and it was like, all right. So what they were, the type of maintenance that they were doing, they were maintaining the equipment, the machines, shit like that. He he doesn't know nothing about no type of mechanical work. All he been doing was taking epoxy and filling up potholes throughout the building. I'm like, anybody could do that. I could go to Walmart and buy the epoxy myself and do that shit. And you know what? He was a maintenance guy for a school district, so he was like basically a janitor. Replacing light bulbs, painting shit. I'm like, anybody could do that shit. Oh, I can't stand painting. I cannot stand it. My pops made me do it. He bought a house one time, long time ago. He bought a house. Now, mind you, these walls, the average wall in an apartment or a building is usually probably what 10 feet, 8 feet, right? This dude has 16-foot walls. Like, yeah, paint all walls, and that was just one room, which had you know four walls plus the doorway and all that. He wanted me to paint all the rooms. Like, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do this. Paint all these. I just hate doing it. Just you. Just, hmm I hate fucking throwing gravel. The worst. It's either between that and then mixing cement. Yeah, that's what they got you doing. Man, I hate throwing gravel. That shit is heavy as fuck. My father had me do that when he bought that house on William Street in Amsterdam. It was me and Cliff Jr. We was over there chilling. He's like, "Yo, I want to do something for me." He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, come upstairs." We went upstairs, right? So he had the whole bottom part renovated. And we went upstairs. It wasn't renovated. So he's like, "Yeah, I need you guys to tear down all these walls. Here goes a sledgehammer. Here goes a crowbar." He was like, "Oh yeah, it worked." So we went to town on that shit. We banged it out that same day. Boom. We got done. We told him da 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 da. He's like, he's like, tomorrow. He's like, you guys did a good job. Tomorrow, you got to clean it all up now, motherfucker. All the studs and the sheetrock and every. Oh my god, it was the worst. Oh, so they so they dropped another video for Sparking, and I'm so mad at them because they got a lot of the story that Kakarot didn't cover, like damn near, uh, part from part, like the whole Vegeta. No, no, it's actual gameplay. They do the scene and they do the gameplay for it. So like the whole Nappa thing, right? Where he does like where Nappa went after Gohan and Krillin, and then he does a KO can on them. They got that part in there. They got the whole angry Kamehameha against Frieza in there. They show yeah, yeah, it's looking nice. But I know they're gonna fuck it up somehow, way or shape or form. They're gonna fuck it up. Yeah. Let's put it in this one though. Yep. I'm not gonna. I know, but me, I got to get all the DLC. I got to get the early access. I got to get all that shit. No, I'm gonna have all that shit with the PC because I'm a. Well, the point of me getting the PC also so I can play my PlayStation through the PC and stream, but also so I can play other games from like PlayStation. No, I'm always gonna play it. There's only gonna be certain games that I'm gonna be like, all right, strictly through the PC. But mostly, no, I understand that. I get that. I know that. Yep, you damn right. But like, all right, so all right, so I was watching RDC right yesterday, and they were doing they did a video on all the old. The one I watched, they were doing all the old Naruto games. So they went from Clash of the Ninja back in the day on the GameCube, right? Remember that? They went Clash of the Ninja 1, 2, and 3. I didn't even know there was a 3. First of all, I thought I think I heard the 2, but I only played 1. Then they went from Clash of the Ninja to what was it called? Not Shinobi Striker. Not Ninja Storm. It was the one before that. It was like two. Nah, they were doing all that through the PC, streaming it, but they were doing it on their consoles. Like so, when they got to I think it's Rise. When it's Rise of the Ninja, I think it was Rise of the Ninja. That was for the Xbox. They wanted to play Rise of the Ninja from Xbox. Yes, exactly. I know you could. But I want to actual setup too for like the newer games too. That's what I'm saying. It's not just for the older games in the emulator. It's for the newer games, and then if possible, when time gets the way it gets to, other shit. I don't plan on getting to the top. I just want to have fun and enjoy doing what I'm doing and be able to do that. Like I was on TikTok. No. No. But see, my thing is that doing my bank account setup is that I figured that I could have my boy Dave W because he nice at building PCs. That's what he does. He's been doing it since I've known him, which has been about 9, 10 years, maybe even longer. And like he's always you and him have always been trying to get me into that area again, and I've just been putting it off. I shouldn't have been got it. I should have been did it. And I want to do it now. stuff like that. I got to check today. That's about it. Oh, I went to the Chinese. I went to the Asian market today. Yeah, we got some ramen. I went and got some red snapper, which was surprisingly cheap. It was way cheaper. I'm like, yo, red snapper. I think I paid $12 for a whole snapper. Mm-hmm. I got me some shrimp with the head, the whole body, everything. Yeah, that shit was cheap too. We got 20 shrimp for what, $8? I'm like, damn, that's real cheap. We find the fuck out. Got me some ramen. Got the mushrooms to go with the ramen. Got me some pork belly. You know I got to get the pork belly every time I go out there. Pork belly strips. Made me a little ramen bowl today. That shit was good. That shit was smack. That shit was smack. I'm so racist though, because when I got out there, right, I was listening to you know that Megan 3 the Stallion. She got the Megan that Megan Megan the Stallion 3 or whatever she called herself, Megan the Stallion, whatever. So she went out there and stuff like that, and she had made a song with this dude, and so I went on his YouTube and shit like that, and like he's like a rapper out there, and like his the song that I found like it's official. It's like some New York shit type of. I'm like, oh, yo, the dude, I can't understand what he's saying, but it sounds fire, and I know he's spitting some bars because he out there in the hood. He putting up the location where he at, and he got a mob of people out there. Yeah, but what do you mean? No, he was on. Wait, but first of all, I didn't follow her. I just recognized. I just recognized that he was real. Oh, so wait a minute. Oh, on top of that, so whatchamacallit is not really dead. He comes back. I didn't see it. I know I got hints from the manga. They didn't show it on the episode. So so he comes back there. Okay, that's all I need to know. Nah, it don't matter. He got his one in. Yeah, I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, they better go out together, cuz they better hit up Goku and Vegeta, get them Dragon Balls. Yeah, that's my. Hey yo, so Bleach has got a new game coming out too. Nah, the last few joints was whack. Besides, they had one good joint for the PS2 back in the day, but it was mostly for Japan. It didn't really get no clout out here, and it was kind of like Shinobi Strikers at its beta times. It was like 4v4 type shit. But they got an actual new game, crazy good story mode. They keeping it, they staying true. Looks like the graphics look phenomenal. The ODS sounds phenomenal. The voice acting is on point. Like, and it looks like they're gonna be going farther than the Eisen arc. Ruth, Rukia. Oh, Onihime. Wait a minute. Sucks in energy. Sucks in energy. Oh, you talking about Inoichi, the black chick. She looked black. Oh! I know you talk about. I know you talk about with the. She was a rent car. Yeah. She transformed. She was like she was actually yeah she was actually up there. Yeah. She lost her memory. That's what it was. Yeah. She was actually a beast. She had a name. Yeah, she had a name out there. Yeah. She was fire. That Seto and yeah, that Seto. Yeah. And and so that's why like I don't hate on people, but like I disagree with a lot of people that be like, oh, Bleach ain't that. Like you hating on Bleach because it was that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. There was at the time, especially when it came out, there was nothing like it. There was no like, and that's why like, and for example, that's why they called it one of the big three because you had your Dragon Ball Z, which was ascended. Wait a minute, let me finish. Let me finish the reason why I'm saying this. And the reason why I'm saying this is because before all these mind you, I'm talking about before all these animes that are out now came out, right? You had your Naruto, which was unique. You had your One Piece, which was unique. Mind you, I'm not a big fan of One Piece. I haven't watched much of One Piece. I've seen a few episodes. And you had your Bleach, which was unique. So Naruto was all about the ninja. One Piece is all about the pirates and the devil fruit. And then you had Bleach, which was all about the Soul Society and the swords. It was nothing like that. And then you had Dragon Ball Z, which was like the father of all that. Bleach, Samurai Shampoo. I'm not sure if Bleach what came out first, Samurai Shampoo or Bleach. I can't remember. But what I'm saying though, Bleach was different and it was unique because it was all about the Soul Reaper. It was all about death and life and different planes of existence. And everybody had a Zanpakuto, toe, which was unique to themselves. There was no show. And then and in the beginning, Bleach was hard body in the beginning. Niggas was dying, losing their body parts, and shit. Nigga, that shit was hard in the beginning. And I'm not gonna lie, they kind of dumbed it down. But even now, like the newer season that they brought out, niggas are still losing their life. Like the what do you mean? So what's the big three then to you? No. DBZ is not part of the big three. DBZ is above that. DBZ bred DBZ bred the big three. They everything else is a child of DBZ. You know that. Let's come on now. Dragon Ball has been around for years, bro. I love Inuyasha. Matter of fact, I just matter of fact, yeah. It was. Mm-mm. Hey, Bleach was the shit though. The whole Zanpakuto shit was fire. The whole Zanpakuto shit, you have your own. So come on, think about it now. Imagine you as a kid, right? And you thinking about that. I got a unique sword that's akin to me. That come on now, that was fire. Now, if you want to think about Inuyasha, what a lot of people say about Inuyasha is that like Inuyasha, a lot of shit was given to him. Like he was the shit. But what I think they fucked up, it wasn't centuries, it was half a century. But I fuck with Inuyasha. I even watched the whole season. I even watched the whole listen. I even watched the whole season. To have you watched the basically the the next season after Inuyasha? Have you watched that whole series with Shishomaru's kids and Inuyasha's daughter? You don't even know about that. So how could you say that that's your big three if you're not watching that? You know what I'm saying? Like I watched it and it was it. Oh no. Dragon Ball Z is OG. Like what? It's time. This is before. This is before all that. This like I said. No. Attack on Titan was unique. It was really unique. That was different. I like that. My Hero Academia. I fucks with My Hero Academia. You know that. I fucks with it. I love it. I fucks with it. That's a newer That's a newer generation. That's like saying like that's that. But that's like saying though. That's like saying that Michael Jordan's not the best NBA player of all time, and that Kobe was better than him, and that now Steph Curry is better than him, and that Laura. It, I'm I'm talking about when the big three was named. When people when they did a poll, they did a poll on the big three. There was none of these animes were out when they called it the big three. Attack on Titan, Attack on Titans wasn't out. My Hero wasn't out. So when they say big three, no, I understand that. But what I want you to understand though is that when they said, "Hey, this is the big three," these animes that you're saying now that could be possibly big three, and I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm just saying at the time when they brought up the whole situation, big three, they weren't out. A lot of people, they have a whole fan base. What are you talking about? Nah, I don't get Big O was fire, but I'm not gonna give Big O that much credit. Big O was fire. Listen, if you really want to get into it, like I could go name for name. I could go all day. I could say Ronin Warriors was better than all of them. Like to be honest, like I don't fuck with One Piece. Like I said, I don't fuck with One Piece. I don't watch it. I haven't watched much of it. I can't even say I watched 100 episodes from One Piece. But I'm not gonna discredit One Piece from their fan base saying, and then on top of it, they hit numbers too. Like, and I'm not talking about merch. Merch is different. Merch is different. I don't compare about merch. I don't consider that because nowadays social media and streaming is available to a lot more people back then than versus Dragon Ball Z. We didn't have streaming capabilities when Dragon Ball Z and came out. So of course they're not gonna hit those sales that One Piece and I'm not saying it was the top. I was saying it was part of the big three, which was now mind you, this wasn't me saying this. This was everybody is collectively from each individual fan bases from One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach fans. They were the big three. Dragon Ball Z was above that. Dragon Ball Z was above that. We know that, and this is how I know Dragon Ball Z was above all that because Dragon Ball Z influenced everybody else to do the same thing. No streamers? What are you talking about? Ain't no been no streamers. This is what it's been for years, for decades. Ever since Dragon Ball Z stopped making new episodes other than Super, this is what it's been. And then people will argue, oh, Dragon Ball Z is part of the big three. At first, it was Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and then One Piece. But how could niggas is always gonna watch Dragon Ball Z? Of course. Yeah, a lot of niggas forgot about Dragon Ball. But that's why I consider Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z OG because Dragon Ball Z didn't have fans from just Dragon Ball Z. The people that watched Dragon Ball Z came from Dragon Ball, and it was fire. The storytelling that they had, Dragon Ball Z was a little bit more watered down on the storytelling. They had some story, but it was like they were picturing this whole thing. They were mostly going to the Trunks arc. With Dragon Ball, had the craziest storyline ever. It was ridiculous. If you don't, and like I know this because like I went back recently. I went back and watched some shit from Dragon Ball that I was like, I forgot that even came out. I forgot they even had that. Like it felt kind of new to me, type shit. But let's just agree to disagree and move on. And move on. But I fuck with Bleach though, all day, every day. I'm not. No. I said move on, but I fuck with Bleach all day, every day. I fuck with Bleach. I don't. One Piece is kiddish. One Piece is, and I don't even watch One Piece. Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely not. But I've seen some episodes, and I'm like, yo, that's fire. Wait a minute, Flamingo? That nigga was not playing games. He was bodying niggas for real. Flamingo with the nigga with the pink coat, the feathers and shit. That nigga with the shades. Yeah, he was. Yeah, for sure. But wait a minute, wait a minute? But here's the thing though. This is why I don't classify Dragon Ball Z as big three. How come the little nigga, the deer nigga, was just like fucking what you would call it? What's his name? The nigga that could transform, just like Oolong. Well, you mean not? Why not? Yeah, but Oolong was the one that did the transformations, and then on top of it, and then on top of it, they used the same fucking sound effects in Bleach. I mean, in One Piece that they took from Dragon Ball Z. When niggas started disappearing and moving at high speed, it was like, come on now, like come on now. You, and then when Akira, and then when Akira Toriyama died, nigga, all the animes out there was like, yo, that was the inspiration right there. We're not arguing, we're debating. But you know what? See, but see, I said I was gonna leave it alone. But here's my thing though. Here's your thing. You want to talk about big three? Ronin Warriors was fucking legit, even till this fucking day. See, you don't even know. That's my point. Ronin Warriors was validated a long time ago before niggas really knew about a lot of other shit. Before it was just Dragon Ball Z, Ronin Warriors, and Thundercats. No, Power Rangers is valid too. Here's the thing though, right? So somebody did a poll. It was like, oh, what they say? They did a somebody did a poll, right? It was like, oh, they said Transformers can't beat. Was it Transformers? It was like Transformers can't beat Power Rangers can't beat the Transformers, right? Avatar is the shit. I love Avatar. I fucks with Avatar. Avatar Aang and wait a minute. But let me ask you: if you fuck with Avatar like that? Nah, see, you capping. I'm about to ask you a question. I'm about to ask you. Avatar is an anime. No. Oh, you want to talk about the live action? That's what you like? Oh, yeah. He said I don't know why. Cause the anime was legit. But see, yeah. I, yeah, the Avatar was the shit. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie though. The Avatar for the series on Netflix was fire. It was fire because they kept straight to the story. And I even went back and watched the anime. It was like, oh, y'all did copy. All right, I fucks with it. It's valid. I fucks with it. Yeah, I definitely fuck with Avatar. But the funny thing is, Avatar Aang was the weakest Avatar out of all the Avatars. My nothing whatsoever. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. He was. He did the more. He was asleep for half a century. Fucking. He went through a lot. He would have, but he, in a way, he kind of would have. But Corin had more spiritual presence than he did, so that's what makes her the strongest. 'Cause she was able to defend not only the Avatar state and status, but she was able to also defend against the spiritual world where they get their powers from, and the deities in the spiritual world. She fought the deities that gave them powers. Yeah, I know she did, but she was fighting motherfuckers that was trained already. The niggas that yeah, but in Aang's timeline, they were still inventing shit. They were still like bloodbending got invented in Aang's timeline. She was fighting niggas that was perfected in bloodbending. Bloodbending. Yeah, she did get trained. I ain't gonna lie, she got trained a little bit. Yeah. But nah, I ain't going front though. The fight scenes was legit and especially when they went up against that one nigga. What was his name? The first antagonist, the nigga that was doing what Aang was doing, taking away bending. Yeah, that was legit. So you gonna jump in him? Hey, you want me to back out? I could leave, give you some privacy. Okay, it's gonna sound like we in jail. Mm, 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 mm. What you about to get off? I know you gotta go. Half an hour. 30 minutes. So everything been going on with you, right? Everything good? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you mind if I ask what kind of company it is? Oh, carbon. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, it takes up a lot. Takes a lot of time out of your hands. Yeah, you ain't got no real workers yet. So you got to do it all by yourself now until you get to that status. Yeah. No, I'm not saying you don't have work. I mean like workers. So you can only sit there and do the paperwork, and they do all the hard work and shit like that. No, when you get to yeah, when you get to the status, that's what's up. Hey man, you better start TikToking that shit. TikTok all your work, man. You get the word out there. Yeah, I mean, people get off on that shit. And they like to see shit like that. Like this is a dude I found. I know he's not nowhere around me, but he does mechanical work. But instead of him doing like regular mechanical work at the shop, he has a truck and he goes to people's houses and he fixes their shit at their house and he just records it and he keeps it straight up with everybody. So there's so much shit that I don't learn from this guy. Just watching him fix other people's cars, like small shit, like even like fixing a radiator, right? Let's say your radiator goes in your car, right? How much you think to pay to replace that? You think at least a stack, right? Or $500-600. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what it took me a long time to realize that a lot of these mechanics out here now, unless they went to school and they dealt with certain vehicles only, they only know how to fix those certain vehicles only, and everything else they YouTube or they research, and that's how they fix it. Yeah, no, they don't. But then at the same time, if you take a newer vehicle, like if you take a 2024 to a grease monkey, right? He's really not going to know what to do with it because there's a lot of more, computers and shit like that. So he's still going to have to research it, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll be back. I'll be back.